and walk in the power of truth. Tune in nightly at 9 p.m. for transformative insights and hard-hitting discussions as we unmask hidden truths and rise to our fullest potential.
The rise will never be televised. What it do, y'all? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY. Back with another one of that ROD pod. For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the NBIC. And of course, you know, I represent that ROD. Want to give a shout out to the YouTube family. Want to give a shout out to the ancestors. Give an old shade to the creators. Because if it wasn't through them, there won't be no me. If it wasn't no me, it won't be no us, and there will be nothing for us to discuss. You heard? So with that being said, round of applause for that. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? So I hope you guys having a phenomenal day, man. I wanted to talk about evil. Yeah. Evil, not just evil, but the origin of evil. Where does evil come from? I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds to think about this before I unleash the origin of evil. But let me put my headphones on so I can hear myself. But before I do that, while I give you guys the 30 seconds to give your opinion on the origin of evil, I wanted to read this. The origin of evil in human behavior and spirituality. It goes like this. Evil as a concept has fascinated, puzzled, and tormented humanity for millennia. It is a force transcending culture, religion, and ideology, weaving itself into the fabric of human existence. To fully grasp the origin of evil, we must explore its root in human behavior, in the societal structure, spirituality, and its entanglement with religion. By doing so, we do what? Unravel, people, the layers of the complexity that defines our understanding of this multifaceted phenomenon. So I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds as we talk about this. 3, 2, 1. So the origin of evil. Where does evil originate from? And you guys guessed it. The origin of evil comes from religion. Because it's through religion that we even had a conversation about evil. It's through religion that we justify behaviors based on personal, physical, social, selective, or collective. Religion is the father of evil. When you go through the Biblos or the Quran, everything is about judgment about evil or God doing evil things to humanity to justify and to prove a point. So when you ask somebody where evil comes from religion. And we can go through the scriptures if you would like. You could see that God, even in the Biblos, it tells you, he says, I'm the God of wrath, I'm the God of good, I'm the God of evil, I'm the God of wrath, I'm the God of judgment, I'm the God of everything, according to the Biblos. So the behavioral roots of evil. It says from a behavioral standpoint, evil can often be traced to the darker facts of human philosophy, psychology, excuse me. Anger, fear, jealousy, greed, and and the instincts for survival can drive individuals to commit acts of deemed evil. Now, anger, fear, jealousy, greed. Where do you find such things? Where do you find these four attributes? You find that in the Biblos. God was angry at man, and man was fear of God, and God was jealous, and then man got greedy. All under the guidelines of religion and all under the guidelines of the Biblos. The role of fear. Fear is a primal emotion, and when it dominates the human psyche, it can lead to a destructive actions. Fear of loss, fear of the unknown, and the fear of others have historically motivated acts of violence and oppression. Fear breeds mistrust, right? Creating division that often spiral into hatred. Now, fear, this fear of loss, fear of the unknown, fear of dying, fear of not knowing where you go after you die, and the fear of others is the reason why we act in violence. Similar to what we do now, similar to what the Biblos be talking about. Mm-hmm. And shout out to the Wiz for putting this nice ginger wine for me. Shout out to you, babes. Round of applause for the Wiz. Round of applause. Come on, man. Thank you, baby. Right? So, fear is the root of evil, right? The love is the root of evil, right? Emotions in general is the root of evil. But where did we get this from? We got it from God, right? Because we was made in the likeness and the image according to the Biblos, right? So the behavior that we have, the sinister behavior, when you do your homework, you'll see that the sinister behavior never came from the devil. But the sinister behavior came from God himself because we was made in his likeness. And when you read the Biblos, you know God don't keep absolutely no commandment whatsoever. The God of the Biblos steal. The God of the Biblos kill. The God of the Biblos even allows fornication. The God of the Biblos allow all the wait. Let me bring that back. Let's backtrack. The God of the Biblos breaks every commandment you can name. The contradictions. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Why not? Let me pull it up. Why not? Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna share my screen because I know you guys usually like to see things. You know, a lot of my followers like to see the stuff that I be talking about. So I'm gonna share my screen as soon as it loads up. Give me a second. 2 seconds. Okay, my bad, guys. I had to fix this mic. This thing was like literally irritating me. I could not function accordingly. So now you guys know that my assistant, of course, is ChatGPT. I pay a monthly subscription to receive the full service of my ChatGPT. And I said, I asked ChatGPT to pull up all the information that I need to bring forth to you guys, right? So I asked ChatGPT to pull up all the um contradictions of the commandments given unto man that was broken by God himself, right? So according to the commandments, it says, thou shalt not murder, right? Thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not do this, right? So one of the number one things that God was doing to the El Kebulan people was killing them. So number one, killing. Despite the commandments, thou shalt not kill, right? Now, this is Jesus killing. Jesus, you hear me? But Jesus is the Lord, right? You got the flood. You got the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. You got the plagues of Egypt. You got the conquest, the conquering of Canaan's land. You got bearing false witness, right? Yes, bearing false witness. 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 23, where prophets are deceived to lead Ahab to his doom. This is bearing false witness. This is the things that the God of the Biblos is allying. Stealing. Exodus 20, verse 15, right? Taking from the Egyptians. So, ChatGPT gave me Exodus chapter 3, 21 verse, chapter Exodus 3, 21 to 23. God instructs the Israelites to borrow gold and silver from the Egyptian before leaving, an act that could be interpreted as stealing, jealousy, huh? Mm-hmm. Now, the sins that God allowed to participate within the Bible. This is God that's allowing man to commit such sin. Let's start off with slavery. Exodus chapter 21, 2 to verse 11. This is the regulations for slavery. And we're not going to even talk about Deuteronomy or the book of Leviticus. Deception. This is Joshua 2, 4 to 6. Jacob and Esau, you already know the story about that. War and violence. God often permits the commands war, such as the conquest of Canaan. That's in Deuteronomy chapter 20, 16, and verse 17. Now, when you guys ask where the origin of evil, where does it come from? It comes from religion. And religion not only introduced evil to the world, but religion also justifies the evil in the world. If you go down memory lane, people, listen, don't take what I'm saying as me ranting. When you go down the rabbit hole, every war, every invasion, every colonization, all of this all falls under the guidelines of religion. This is facts. This is not me giving my assumptions. This is not me giving my opinion. This is not me giving my insertions. These are facts. Facts. Why did Hitler not like the Jews? What was the cause of World War One, World War Two? What was the prophecy that was taking place? What prophecy? Where does this falls under? It falls under the guidelines of religion. When they say the Jews and this was ostracized and all of this falls under the guidelines of what? Religion. Where would we even know who a Jew was? Through religion. So everything that you see going on around us is under the guidelines of religion. All evil comes from religion. See, prior to religion, we were spiritual people. Now, was people doing wrong? Absolutely. Let's not act like the world was always perfect, because it wasn't. But it wasn't this. It wasn't what we're seeing now. It wasn't this this day this day and age where, having no moral compass is completely acceptable. In fact, it's completely embraced to the point of getting nothing but support, sponsorships, you name it. Being immoral is what it is in today's society. Having no dignity is the moral of today's society. Having no care, having no love, having no respect for others and self this is modern day. And of course, the foundation of this behavior, that what you guys are seeing now, stems from what? Stems from religion. Christianity justifies why you can sin and be evil. Judaism, Hebrewism justifies the penalties behind the evil that you do. Islam is a mixture of the two. Now, all these three religions that I just mentioned are the three powerfulest religions on the face of this earth. And these three religions have yet to heal. Or should I say, ever since this Abrahamic religion has overtaken humanity, humanity has become 10 times, if not 100 times more evil than ever before. I think the people now are more evil than the days of so-called Sodom and Gomorrah. I think so. I don't think in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, I don't think men wearing, teaching little children. I don't think that was going on. I don't think, fathers and mothers who's there for their children, who wants what's best for their child, will be ostracized and criticized and demonized for being there for their child. I don't think that's what it was back in the days. I think today's times that we're living in is the more evil humanity has ever been. That's just my opinion. I've been outside since 1995. 94, 95. And one thing that I knew in those times, since a very young age, I knew that black people stood on morals and principles, even though evil was there, but it wasn't what we see now. Women wouldn't have multiple partners in life. It wasn't that. I mean, you used to get your fair shares. You used to get your handful of you know of such things. Now, in modern day times, you'll be lucky if you find somebody that can count on one finger how many people they dealt with. I just believe that today's evil is more greater than the evil of back then. I think back then people was more. I think people was more. What word can I use? I think people was more morally sounded, more morally grounded then than it is now. That's just me, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the ancestors will, provide me with such intel. But from what I'm seeing, mm-mm. Because if you go down memory lane, us as colored people, prior to slavery, I don't care what they tell us. Prior to slavery, we was kings and queens. I don't listen. The fact that we was living in Africa, our ancestors was in Africa doing what they was doing, shows you who we was. Because I don't believe we was what these images that these people are portraying. I believe back in the days we was powerful men. I believe we had powerful men. I believe we had powerful sisters. I believe that we was war ready, but we wasn't war ready. We didn't have the advanced technologies that these people had. And I don't believe that story that angels came and taught man this and taught man that. I think we already knew these things. And I gotta always say I think, because when I say, or when I talk in third person, people perceive it as me talking crazy. But that's what I believe. I don't believe angels came down to teach man anything. Because from the homework that I've been doing, reading these scriptures, hold on, understanding these biblos the way it needed to be understand. When you look at the book of Genesis, maybe I should pull it up. Let me pull up the book of Genesis. Hold on. Come on. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. Oh, okay. So let me share my screen, guys. Man, why not? I know I said I was gonna do it, but sometimes it just be on some. You know what? I share my screen. Why it's not letting me? Oh, see. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. So let me share my screen with you guys. Uh, okay. So I'm gonna put it right here, and you could just tune in. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I ain't gonna be too aggressive today. Today I'm just chilling. I'm really just chilling today. Let me put my put my melodies in. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Much better. All right. So So in the book of Genesis, right? What they showed me 2000. There we go. So 1:27 says, so God created man in his own image, in the image of God created he him, making male, female created he them. And God blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have a dominion over the fish and over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the earth, etc., etc. Okay, we go on just a little bit. We go to 2. Uh-huh. Oh, word. Wonderful. Look, guys, I just found out that I could put this on read. Word. Shout out to my bad, E. My bad. Thought you was out here BSing with me. Obviously, you was not. So I appreciate it. Okay. Out, babes. I'm trying to find the precept where it created man in our image, in our likeness, in our image. That's what I was trying to pull up. Now, the reason why I'm saying God created man in his likeness, in his image, the reason why I'm standing on that right now is because when you read the book of Enoch, or is it the book of Jasher, or is it the book of Jubilees? There's a book, either out of those three, but Enoch for sure, that basically tells us that man was taught all this evil, killing, making weaponry, makeup. It sounds good, people. But when you read the scriptures, you understand that the scriptures tell you that God created man in his image and his likeness, right? That's off the gate. And the main objective into why God didn't want man to eat from the tree, from the forbidden fruit, or the forbidden whatever it was to prevent man from receiving knowledge. The devil, on the other hand, allowed man to receive such knowledge. So now once Adam ate the so-called, you spray alcohol, babes? Why? My wife was spraying alcohol on the kitchen counter. It's crazy. But anyway, so the devil, you hear me? So man ate the forbidden fruit and received phenomenal knowledge and wisdom. And because of this knowledge and wisdom, God was mad. Now, this knowledge and wisdom is not just going to sit with Adam and Eve. Of course, you're supposed to teach your children, right? You're supposed to teach your children what you know. But when you read the book of Enoch, it says that, everything from makeup to eyelashes to shooting and weaponry, all that came from the angels. Me personally, I don't believe that. I just don't believe that, because God, we was made in his likeness, in his image. And then on top of that, when we ate the forbidden fruit, we gained knowledge of good and evil. Keyword, evil. Again, the understanding of evil comes from the Biblos. Honey, pour daddy something else. Pour me some more. Let me get some of your cheap joint. You over here got 3 bottles of this cheap joint, baby. Let me get some of that. Stop playing with my emotion. Huh? All right, let me get the one for New Year's. Take care of me, babe. Stop being emotional. So, I don't want to get off topic, but me and my Wiz got a phenomenal relationship. She like to get on my goddamn nerves. You get on my goddamn nerves. I'm over here having to discuss and give her a 12-page Leah note into why she needs to pour me some wine. But anyway, I don't believe none of that. I believe that our knowledge came. Let me bring it back a bit. I don't believe none of it. I believe that we was born with knowledge and wisdom. I believe that yeah, babe, this wine look like it's gonna be bush. It smell bush, babe. Oh, my Wiz is a heavy wine sipper. And this joint, she's a heavy wine sipper. And this joint be dirt, bro. Like, she, you know, some people they drink wine the top of the line. Now my Wiz be liking this dirt. This joint really tastes like church juice. You ever been to church and they offer you apple juice or some type of juice? This is the wine. Now, my apologies. Where was I? Yeah. I don't believe that we gain our knowledge and wisdom from no angels. I don't believe all this angel talk. I don't believe that. I think those are just another European mystical stories that was put there to give their story or their history, their created history a little spunk. There's a lot of things that I've been looking into that doesn't make sense. For example, the Romans going to war, conquering. I don't believe that. I've been trying to find information about that. Excuse me. To be honest, I have yet to find anything, and I don't want to go too hard. Excuse me. I don't want to go too hard because I'm just tired of learning their history. I'm at a space now in my life where the focal point is learning African vocabulary history from top to bottom. I'm more focused on learning my customs, learning my I don't want to say history, but learning the ways of old. That's where my focal point is at now. I'm really not trying to dive deep into learning about Albert Pike and all of these, Julius Caesar, and I'm over that. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a point in my life where I need to invest the remainders of my time on this earth learning about African culture. There's over 10,000 customs and rituals and things, 10,000. And I don't even have 100. So that goes to show you how much work we have to do as people. But and overall, evil comes from religion, people. Religion is the foundation of evil. Wherever you find religion, you're going to find evil. Wherever you find evil, it's under the guidelines of religion. Facts. And the only way evil's going to come to an end is when we put religion to an end. When we start walking in righteousness, when we start walking in purity with dignity and honor, that's when that's when evil's going to come to an end. Everything that comes along with hold on. Everything that comes along with religion, some level of bloodshed. And until we denounce these things, evil will remain. Until we denounce these things and start tapping into our spirituality, evil shall remain. And we as people at this day and age, at these times that we are in, we can't afford to continue doing evil. The odds is against us. The odds is against us. We don't have that power that we think we have. The odds is against us. Me and the Wiz today, we just had a whole Zoom meeting about us being there for our child, bro. Like, nah. And if you want to know how evil it goes, these people ask to swear to tell the truth and hope to God. Yeah, and guess where your hand goes? On the Bible. Because the Bible is the foundation of all evil. This is the manuscript into evil, how to do evil, when to do evil, the evil that God accepts, promotes, and support. Like in the book of Joshua, where he says, run into this place and kill all women and children and leave nothing behind. That's in the book of Joshua. Or how about in the book of Ezekiel, where the woman and child, old people, nothing shall be spared. That's in the Bible. That's the evil. That's the evil that your Lord is in total agreement with. And you guys are gonna justify it and say, yeah, man, because our people was wilding out. What happens if those people that was wilding out was your relative? What happened if the people that was wilding out was your mother's side of the family? You see, religion makes brothers and sisters denounce their family, denounce their family's decision making. It's like, oh, why would you do that? Oh my gosh, God, God will not approve, and because God didn't approve, that's why you're going through what you're going through, and that's why I'm sitting here where I'm sitting here, because God don't want me next to you. Evil. Wine tastes like dirt, guys. Evil. This is the origin of the evil. Through religion. Now I wanted to play a video. Let me Let me load it up. I'm not even going I'm not even going to go through that process. I'm just gonna let it play one time for the one time. No, I'm not gonna do that. Let me download it. I'm gonna play one time for the one time. All right, guys. I know I said I was gonna alright. Since I'm sharing my screen, I might as well. Since I'm sharing my screen, I might as well. Since I'm sharing my screen, let me bring it over here. Alright, so I'm gonna pause that. I just wanted to pause that. Let me play this video for you guys. Why we don't believe in the Biblos. Shout out to my brother, bring some phenomenal points across, and of course, he's saying the things that I've been saying. But listen to the brother. Let's go.
16 say this, and Psalms say that, and Revelation is saying this. Little do y'all know, the main reason that we don't believe in the Bible is because we read the Bible with an open mind. We not Christians no more because we used to be Christians. We already did that stuff. The thing is, we look at it with an open mind. Christians look at it with a closed mind. Because when you open that book, your mindset is everything in here is right, even if I don't have an answer or understand it, and I better not question it. We question.
Now, hold on. Let me mute this because I know there's like an echo going on. Now, the point that he said of we read the Biblos with an open mind, and that Christians and Bible believers, they read it with a closed mind. Now, what he said was absolutely true. Now, we read people that's invested into religion will stand by it. That's why for me, myself, I had to denounce myself from, the group that I was in, because it became religious, where we're putting beliefs over the facts, where we're living off insertions over the facts. And like I said, at this day and age and time of my life, I can't invest into beliefs, insertions, or assumptions. If it's not the facts, I don't want none of it. And if the facts are hidden, then the job for us is to go uncover the facts. But all the extra stuff that's being told, no. All fugazi, complete lies. But the moral is that Christians or Bible believers, they read the Biblos with a closed set of mind. They don't read it with an open mind. Now, when I started, yes, my mind was very closed. But as I grew as a teacher, I realized that I had to do more than just keep a closed mind. I had to have an open mind. I had to read other books. And the minute I found out that Africa is the land of my ancestors, and that's the land that has been colonized, taken advantage of, and you know, still getting the short end of the stick in 2024. Right? When I seen that, that's when I realized, like, oh, okay. I can't just function with just a closed mind. I can't just tell the people that if it's not from the Bible and if it's not in the name of Sunini, then it's not right. Now, like I tell you guys all the time, I believe in the creators. I believe in the creators. I just know that the book that people are trying to make man be subject to, that book has nothing to do with us. Y'all could miss me with the names of the locations. These people put that there. The missionaries, the mercenaries, they created that. That wasn't us. Okay? We don't speak English. You can't tell me that this is El Kebulan when you show me an English location or a city. That proves my point. This is missionary work. El Kebulan people never spoke English prior to the invasion of Europeans. So prior to that, what was that name called? If you don't know, then the objective is for you to go find out. Find out the name. And then bring it to the table so people can know. So we can call on the original names and locations that our El Kebulan ancestors used to call on. We're not calling on the names that the colonized ancestors call on. We're not calling on that no more. Sorry. We're not following monotheism anymore. Sorry. We're not listening to those Jesus story. We're not listening to that. The people are not listening to that. And you can go ahead and believe that at the end days, many shall shy away. Nigga, we shying away. We've off that. We are off the religious nonsense. Completely off. What? Oh, you want to go to church on Sunday? Use a dub. Hey, you want to go to church on Saturday? Use a dub. Hey, you want to keep Shabbat together? Use a dub. You use a dub. Now, I know a lot of you guys is going to say, all right, June, so if we're not reading the Biblos, if we're not keeping the commandments, then what are we doing? We're being righteous. What is the definition of being righteous? A righteous person is somebody that follows the universal law. Respect others, treat those the way that they want to be treated, never step on people's toes, connect back to their ancestors, connect to the creators, speak to the deities that I'm about to say overrides, that look over us in every aspect. Reach out to Ogun. Ogun is the warrior god. The gods that the El Kebulan kidnapped. Shout out to all my Haitians, all my Zopounds. They the ones that they was calling on Ogun. Ogun is what gave them strength to take down these heathens. Ogun and O'Shea. O'Shea is for the women. Now, when I came into this Hebrew stuff, I thought women was not supposed to do nothing but take a seat and let the man operate, until I sat down with Mama Love and said, no, that's what they want you to believe. Women played a very pivotal role in our independence, in the independence of the El Kebulan Haitians. You heard? She gave me a rundown. In fact, I might make that the verdict conversation, where we're gonna talk about the sister warriors, the sisters that fought for us to be where we at right now, that allow us to be free, that allow us to be on top. How about that? So I might just do that. I don't know. But when I was with the Hebrew stuff, I thought women didn't have no position. But our sisters is very needed. even to this day. Can you imagine a world without women? Can you imagine a world without women? First of all, the humanity would die within 7 years. Can you imagine the world without women? I might do a live, but I know I've been rambling. Let me finish playing this video. Let's listen. Let's listen. Isn't that what I've been saying for the last how many years? Did I not tell you guys that? That the in the book of Job's, the devil and God is taking wages on who can who can deceive Job the best. God told the devil, "You can't touch my guy. My guy is loyal unto me." The devil said, "Yeah, he's loyal unto you because you got all that protection around him. Let him loose for a little bit and see what I could do." And guess what God said? God said, "Sure." And guess what was the outcome of that? Job lost his wife. Job lost his children. Job lost his house. Job lost his job. Job had absolutely nothing, completely bald headed and butt naked. He was so bad that the man said, "Listen, I came in this world butt naked. I might as well go out the world butt naked." Shaved his head off and everything, ready to go to the upper room. Because God told the devil that you can't mess with my God. And that's what happened to him. And again, he lost his wife, he lost his children, he lost everything. All because of a wager. Let us continue.
What? God already know the answer. And he don't need to prove it to nobody. He's the Almighty, all-knowing. Put this man through hell just for him to give him a new family. What about his old family? You just gonna kill off his kids and family and cattle and everything for what? Give him leprosy, shit like that. And then if you read the Bible,
Pardon
you
the language.
realize God did more killing than anybody in the Bible. He did more killing than the devil. It's stuff like this, and then being told, but this is loving. That's not love. You don't do this to people you love. And things like this are the reason. This is just a small piece of why we are no longer with the Bible stuff. It sounds like a fairy tale book, just like every other fairy tale. Jack and Jill went up the hill and Cat in the Hat and all that stuff. One fish, two fish. It's all the exact same thing. It's some Jack and the Beanstalk ass stories, and it makes no sense. Noah's Ark. He grabbed 2 mosquitoes and 2 roaches, 4,000 species of different snakes. Grabbed 2 of them, 2 of these dogs, a gorilla, some apes, some monkeys, some chimps, some lemurs, some polar bears from all the way over here, some tigers from Asia. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit makes no sense. So I don't need to go read the Bible again. I already read it, and that's what made me not believe in the Bible.
I mean, where's the cap? Where's the lie? The book of the story of Noah, you can find that same story in the book of Alchemist story. It's the same thing. Like literally. And like the brother said, how does a God do more killing than the devil? How about this? How about the devil never killed anybody? When you read the Bible thoroughly, you will see that the devil didn't kill anybody. The only person that's been doing killing in this entire book has been the devil. I mean, has been the God of the Biblos. But shout out to the brother. But that's my time, guys. You know, I had to keep it 3.5. Tell you exactly the origin of evil. We will be back tomorrow. Yo, babe, tomorrow Friday? Nah, I ain't gonna be back tomorrow. Friday is movie night. And we watch movies until one of us say goodnight. Probably gonna be me. I'll be off this early, you heard? I'll be off this early because I know Saturday I got a lot to have on my mind to present you guys with phenomenal information that's gonna keep you far away from the congregations, far away from the Satan, far away from the conversations, far away from the infiltration, far away from the separation. That's what we on. So, you know what? I might just do a live. I think about it. If I don't do it Friday night, I'll probably do it Friday afternoon. Just for you guys. And we getting there. We trying to get to 200,000 subscribers. That's the goal. 200,000. We trying to get to 50,000 on Instagram. We trying to get to 20,000 on TikTok. We're trying to get to 100,000 on Rumble. We're trying to get to 5,000 on Facebook. And all of these things that I'm mentioning, we doing phenomenal numbers. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate it. I love it. Especially now that I'm off this whole Hebrew Israelite, Sunnis in the Bible talk. Oh, we off that. We on African Kebula spirituality. We know who the creators are. We know that Sunini Nanini has absolutely nothing to do with the Biblos. You can try to insert them too. You can try to say that this is stolen from the scrolls. You can say whatever you want. Until I see or anybody provide the facts, then it's just another assumptions, insertions, and beliefs. And guess what? We don't want none of that. You understand? So with that being said, people, it's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that ROD pod. For those that don't know who I am him. I am him. Junes, the NBIC. And definitely, if it's your first time, hope it's not your last time. If it's your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, that means I'm still on your mind. That means we got to stay on that grind because it is about that time. Time for what? Time for you to go get yours because I am on that journey to go get mine. It's your brother, man. Do you understand? And I'm a holler. One.